A newlywed couple is unexpectedly responsible for raising paralyzed child and wonders if, already one day while their 6-month-old is sleeping, puppy Max does something extraordinary that moves them to. They called it a miracle after crying. Doorbell shattered. Tranquil afternoon with its. Ethan focused on his urgency. Coding barely noticed the sound. Lily, his wife, was freshly offered dedicated nursing shift and anticipating their comfort. Cozy New Cedar Lane home was unaware. Unfolding. Disturbance after a few more persistent rings. Ethan reluctantly dragged away from his desk and opened the door. The sight broke his routine. Rhythm a sad girl stood on doorstep with a swaddled baby. She held her messy appearance and intense urgency in. Her eyes confirmed their relationship. Peaceful life was coming. Ethan was stunned by chaos. Knew nothing about this woman or why. At their door, she looked tired from not eating or sleeping. He thought she needed help for days, but the words she spoke left him speechless. Please, she begged, tears. I can't take her tears. Care for him anymore. He's yours. Frozen, trying to process the woman says baby is fragile. Faded blue blanketed object. Soft coo, unaware of storm. Spinning before Ethan could. She suddenly placed the baby, gave him a crumpled envelope, and left without speaking. Everything happened so fast. Ethan barely breathed. He stood frozen, the fragile baby warm in his arms as the woman ghosted. Vanished in a cold air. He looked down at the tiny boy, heart racing. 1,000 questions raged in him. Mine, but silence answered all. Wait, Ethan shouted, shaking, but too late. The woman turned a corner and disappeared. He considered pursuing her, but how could he hold and do that? Baby, his heart was racing. He looked down at the sleeping baby, blissfully unaware. Weight his tiny presence had just dropped on their lives. Moments later, Lily entered the driveway, exhausted. Her shift and hoping for peace. Evening, she approached the porch. Ethany, who is that? She asked uncertainly. What strange places had Ethan been? Hiding was his child, but thought vanished quickly. Came. She knew her husband must be a silent explanation. She received a letter from Ethan. They stood alongside Lily's careful unfolding paper and started reading with each line. Their expressions became more serious. The woman said she couldn't. He stopped caring for the child. She was born waist down, paralyzed. No family. The baby's father left. He discovered the disability. He was there as Ethan and Lily sat quiet on the living room couch. Open letter on coffee table. Baby cradled in front of them, sleeping peacefully in Lily's arms. Neither, if he had always fit in, of them initially spoke. The weight of moment was thick like fog. They reread the letter as if hoping the words would transform her. Her name was never mentioned. Poured hard on that page, she said. How she saw Lily in the hospital, remembered her during delivery. Kindness was why she chose them. She believed they could give the baby. Noah was her life. Couldn't. Lily's heart broke reading. She saw so many women struggling during childbirth, but never imagined someone would visit her later. She looked down at the doorstep. The baby's tiny fingers curled. His blanket, his chest, rising and falling. Soft breaths. We can't give him. Finally, Lily whispered. Ethan nodded slowly. I don't think I could live with myself if we did it. Wasn't a plan or method. They considered having children, but plans changed, and this innocent, needy child abandoned entered their arms for a reason. Without saying it that night, loudly, they both decided they would raise Noah as their own. Lily called her boss the next morning, hospital, and requested an emergency leave. She said enough, saying she needed to care infant, and thankfully the hospital, understanding she had some unused vacation days, and they agreed to put her on temporary family leave at home. She and Ethan adjusted to new life. Parents overnight without notice. Diaper changes, midnight cries, formula spills, and endless moments. Uncertainty, but chaos there. Stronger something else. Connection. Noah answered Lily's. He spoke like he knew her forever. Held in Ethan's chest, though his tiny body knew. His safety was finally assured despite their fatigue. The bond was deepening, genuine as they were. Establishing a shaky routine. Surprised them again. It was cold morning a few days after Noah arrived. Lily simply went outside to take out the trash when she saw something Near the back, fence is scrappy. Puppy dew-soaked and shivering. Cold curled up in the corner. Their yard Lily's heart melted instantly. Rushing over, she grabbed the little puppy into her arms. Was thin, malnourished with matted fur, but he still had fearful eyes. Didn't resist her touch, instead leaned, as if he had found safety too. When Ethan saw her enter with the dog, he stopped mid-step in her arms. Lily's baby and puppy. Looks at it all. They took the pup to vet that afternoon, confirmed he was probably a German Shepherd mix. Few months old, no collar, no microchip. Aside from mild respiratory issues. Infection, he was healthy. They initially named Max. Max was shy, especially around Ethan. Clung to Lily like she was his lifeline and would whine when she left. Room most worrisome. Max showed care, unease whenever Lily cared for Noah, pacing, whining, and watching anxiously. Ethan worried we can't have a dog jealous of baby Lil if he snaps, but Lily trusted Max. She saw something in him, broken but salvageable. She might have thought Max and none were more alike than Noah. See, after a few days of cautious interactions and awkward, Ethan and Max slowly grew quiet. Understand each other began during their brief morning walks. Max first went around the block, pull leash, ears flat and tail patient and gentle. Ethan tucked. He addressed him like a child. Okay, I'm not the enemy, and somehow the tension made Max believe him. Between them, Max softened and wagged his tail. Upon entering the room, Ethan lay at his feet while Ethan worked from home, quietly accompanying him. A fragile but real truce. Life at home changed. Lily balances chaotic rhythm, food, laundry, and doctor visits. Impressive grace, she seemed to know exactly what Noah needed before he cried. Ethan tried to help. Night shifts, making bottles, learning to swaddle. Noah returned with a surprising skill. Something priceless. His smile started slowly with tiny twitches of his mouth, but over time they became gummy smiles, especially when Max was nearby. The pup poked him, nosing in Noah's crib, and the baby would softly laugh. Max, once we restless, noticed Noah wasn't a threat but someone to protect. Their home was imperfect. Sleepless nights, spit up, stained shirts and doubts, but theirs in between diapers. Changes and barking fits. Love grew every corner of that tiny house. Cedar Lane, evening after an especially long and tiring day. Lily, something off. Noah felt warmer. She initially thought it was just a blanket or a hint. Daytime fussiness, but when his temperature rose and crying weakened, panic set in without. After hesitation, Ethan and Lily rushed him. Emergency room. Lily held Noah tight in the back seat, whispering, gently comforting him as tears filled her eyes. Ethan grabbed the steering wheel, clenched prayer silently that whatever it was not worsen what they have. Nose hours passed in sterile brightness of hospital. Nurses moved quickly and doctors questioned Lily. Trouble answering due to worry. Ethan stayed with her throughout, always holding her hand. Finally, a pediatric neurologist joined waiting room with folder, and he smiled cautiously but gently, seated, and explained everything carefully. After several tests, Noah's paralysis was discovered. A rare but possible reversible condition appeared. Spinal cord wasn't permanently affected. Instead, damaged. His early development had caused temporary neurological issues were possible. Maybe not a promise, but medical practice. Chance Noah could move again. Lily gasped, covering her mouth. Trembling hands, Ethan leaned forward. The doctor couldn't speak promises, but he offered hope. Follow-up appointments and gave detailed care instructions to support Noah's progress first. He urged positivity as the night they drove home, Noah asleep, neither said much, in Lily's arms had no need of hope, returned fragile and glowing. A long, exhausting week between Noah's medication update, appointments, and physical adjustments. Therapy routine. Ethan and Lily running low that night. Lily needed groceries and a quick prescription pickup. Ethan insisted she take a break, even briefly. An hour will be fine, he smiled, trying to conceal his fatigue. Eyes on Max asleep, and Noah fed. Curled at his feet, Ethan fell asleep. Living room, couch, baby monitor crackled slightly on the coffee table. A whisper of static beside him. The wind rustled outside. Through the trees inside, everything was A soft thud broke the silence. Silence Max's ears perked immediately. He was tense and alert when he heard. Noah makes another soft noise. Max jumped down immediately. The nursery hallway sight was scary. Noah had fallen through his crib's narrow slats. Upper body dangled from edge. Little head tilted down on mattress. His preference for hardwood floors. Paralysis prevented him from pushing back, raise or move his head. He barely supported himself. And if falling could kill Max, he moved without barking or panicking. With instinct sharper than training, could provide. Max wedged his body, Noah's dangling body, and nudged. His snout gently rose again until one last push. Noah's body rolled back into the. Ethan burst through the crib, door startled by sudden absence. Max from living room and woken by the strange silence he saw ended. Him cold, Max standing, Noah safe in crib. Guard beside him, quiet loyal gaze. That said everything. I've got him crying. Ethan lowered his eyes. Knees thrust Max into his arms. Whispered, thank you. Night something changed. Max wasn't just family days, not rescue dog. Turned into weeks, and gradually. Initially, Noah changed. Subtle toe twitch, then slight ankle movement, the physical. Therapist said promising, but Ethan and Lily felt like witnesses. Miracle occurred before them. They clutched every sign, celebrating each as a major victory. Lily cried when Noah softly kicked during exercise. Ethan would be proud when Noah succeeded to elevate his head. Progress was slow but real. Max was by his side throughout. Pup and boy had a strong bond. Become almost sacred. Max would lie beside Noah in therapy, occasionally laying his head on the baby's legs. He brought toys, pushed Noah and his own toward, urging him to reach out. Noah is more alert and expressive, reciprocated by laughing more. Babbled as Max approached, grabbing his fur with tiny hands. Fingers. The timid pup now seemed like a furry guardian angel. Sunny afternoon. Ethan set up a picnic blanket in their small backyard. Lily sat with Noah on her lap and Max playing. Ran circles around them. Then it happened. Noah raised and shifted his arms. Weight and Lily's guidance. Hand sat up, completely alone. His face lit up. There Ethan caught it all. Camera. Max running and licking. Cheek. Noah giggles. Uncontrollably laughing. Lily. Tears when sunlight hits. Laughter. Healing was everything. Hope wasn't just in home anymore. It thrived a few days. After that sunny afternoon, the doorbell rang again. Max responded first, running with ears perked and tail wagging. No, now a front door. Boisterous toddler crawled behind him. Laughed with every bounce. Ethan opened. He lost color at the door. He saw a woman, not seen since that unforgettable day. Lily was Noah's mother. Appeared behind Ethan, wide-eyed. Moment only the woman spoke. Name was Hannah. Didn't enter. Given Ethan an envelope. Her eyes misty but calm. I won't take him. She whispered, I came to say goodbye properly in the envelope. Letter and final legal documents. Giving up parental rights in her letter. Hannah explained she'd received therapy and help. Engaged as someone who had supported her healing. She said she thanked and trusted them. If and when tell Noah about her. They. Lily read the letter. Silence. Her trembling fingers finished the lines. Her heart was split between relief and something else. May not be for herself, but for pain only another mother could feel. Recognize eternal pain. It just changed shape when Hannah turned to depart. Lily whispered, thanks, trusting us. Later that night, Lily, sitting quietly with Ethan in her hand, she smiled while lying on her stomach, whispered, I'm 8 weeks pregnant. Ethan's eyes dilate and fill. Tears had been shed. Heartbreak, chaos, uncertainty, but they were stronger and closer now. Complete with Max curled at their feet. Noah's laughter fills the room. Gently, Ethan touched Lily's expanding belly. The future was still uncertain, but first time in a long time, they weren't afraid of. Then they had each other. Was there a miracle?